So let's take a minute and talk about what it really means to be successful. Setting aside, having the nicest car and the nicest house and the biggest business and all that stuff. Let's talk about what it means to really be successful. You look around and you see plenty of people that have money, but they've traded their happiness for money. That's not a good trade. Okay. You look at some people that they're unorganized. Okay, and you ask them for this, you ask them for that, and they struggle to, the world's a complicated place. They struggle to follow through, to see things through. We see people that they can't get along with others. And these things are all limiting. They limit your growth. Okay, so if you want to be successful, I'm a person that grew up with things going wrong more than right in my life, and saw a lot of things that people shouldn't have to see. I'm okay with that. I've learned a lot from it, but I took from that meager beginnings. How did I get to where I own a $22 million a year sales business? How did that happen? How did me do that? Well, the world has an illusion about wealth. It just does. It somehow thinks that winning the lottery or getting an inheritance, things like that are being successful. Most people that win the lottery or get inheritance, they're inner poor, so they lose all of it. Then their happiness all goes away. They think that having money will create happiness. That does not. Earning money, earning your way is what creates happiness. It is knowing that you worked hard to get what you've gotten. To also know that if anything that you do, if life has a reversal, you'll just get it back. It's not a big deal. It's one of those, you have a skill set. It isn't just you have money. Okay? Money's a joke. It's the skill set that matters. It's your ability to serve others. When a company calls us and wants to get something done, it's a service moment. It's not a money moment. I mean, yeah, it depends how you want to have the conversation. It can be a money moment. It's really a service moment. And what happens is if you do a really good job with your service, then you do really good with the money. But you don't get them backwards. It's about serving well, following up in a way nobody else follows up. Helping them get to where they need to be, not just helping yourself get to where you need to be, helping other people get to where they need to be. Then when you do that, you become attractive. People want to do things with you. They want to call you back. They want you to give them information. They want you to coach them. They want you to mentor them. It's extremely important. The ability just to have a notepad and a pencil, which is the simplest form of organization. I'm around 100 people a day. And only 15% of those people can actually keep track of the commitments we made when we were talking. It's unbelievable. That's a direct reflection of their pay, whether they know that or not. It's one that if I could say, I have 5 people in this company I can sit and give 50 items to. 50 items. I can sit and delegate 50 things at a time to them. And I have some people here that I have to spoon feed and give them one thing. Check to see if they did it. Give them another thing. Who do you think makes more money? It's unbelievable. This idea of success is ridiculous. And I could sit and talk about this for 2 or 3 hours, and I wouldn't be talking about it for me. I'd be talking about it for you. I don't need to figure out how to be successful. I have deeds. I came from nothing. I made it to here. Something happened along the way. What needs to happen is how you can do that, not me. I don't need to do it again. I've already done it. I can see very clearly now what it takes to be successful, and it's about hard work. It's just all about hard work. Getting up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else, they're going to sleep in until 6 or 7 or 8. For those of us that are getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up in the morning, immediately saying our prayers, saying our thankfulnesses, getting right into a message of inspiration, the attempt to inspire others at that moment. When you get knocked down, having methods that lift you back up. Drugs, alcohol, those are not methods. Okay, us as people, we fall into these traps of needing to relieve our pain. Okay, when you try to relieve your pain with drugs or alcohol, you have the pain. Now you got 2 or 3 other things along with it. It's the worst possible scenario. Then you got to dig your way out of some addiction or some bad behavior. You got to learn how to manage your pain. The world has pain. But for those of us that enter into complex things, we accept that pain. And I would teach you that. I would show you how to maintain that pain. I actually enter into my notepad every day by hand. Five? It's called my ugly five, and I do that because I psychologically need that. I need to write in there that 5 bad things will happen to me today. Because most people, if they have 95 things that go right and 5 things that go wrong, they define their day by the 5 wrong things. This is why being successful is so complicated. It has so much not to do with what you're doing. It has to do with who you are. I know some people, if I was to spend 6 months with them, I don't care what career you put them in, they'll go to the top. They would go to the top. It doesn't matter where you put them, because they would know the things that all the other people don't know about being successful. If you go spend 8 hours or 40 hours or 2,000 hours a year somewhere, you're going to learn something. But if you learn the skill sets of success, such as getting up early, working hard, overcoming adversity, not being prideful, not being a loudmouth, not being a smart ass. I mean, when I say smart ass, I could say that so loud. I know people that are smart asses that have no idea how bad off they are. That smart ass thing is not cool. It's going to cost you so much money. If you're going to spend 10 hours a day and you're going to be a smart ass, you're just wasting your time, because you're not going to get to play on the team well. But some people can't help it because their Enneagram number drives them to be direct, sometimes too direct. Okay, that's another thing you have to learn. So this being successful thing is really, really important. In our company, we want to teach people how to be successful, not just give them a paycheck every Friday. So that's very important to me to be a part of that with whoever comes our way.